Hello dear viewers, my name is Fardeen Nouri and I'm a migration consultant in Germany. Today I would like to explain for you what the entitlement to asylum, which in German means Asylanerkennung or Asylberechtigung, is, and what its privileges are, and what you should do after getting this type of a protection from the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees of Germany. In fact, the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees of Germany decides on the asylum applications of the asylum seekers based on both national and international and European laws. That is why, in addition to entitlement to asylum, there are also other types of protections given by this office, which I will explain them all one after the other in my upcoming videos in this YouTube channel. After you apply for an asylum at the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees of Germany, if you are entitled to asylum by this office will send its decision on your asylum application via post to you in German language with its translation in your native language. In this decision, this office will write to you the type of protection you have got, the reasons for this type of protection you have got, and your rights and duties with this type of protection. If you're entitled to asylum, which in German it's called Asylanerkennung or Asylberechtigung, in the decision sent to you by the Office for Migration and Refugees of Germany, it will be written that der Antrag auf Asylanerkennung wird anerkannt. This type of a protection is given based on Article 16a of the German Constitution to those asylum seekers who are under political persecution in their country of origin, and therefore they have fled from their country of origin. This means that if they return to their country of origin because of their race, nationality, political opinion, basic religious conviction, or membership of a particular social group, their human rights are subject to serious violation, and they do not have the alternative of refuge within their country of origin or other possibility of protection against persecution. As a matter of principle, only state persecution is considered. This means that the persecution must be emanating from the state. Exceptions apply if non-state persecution can be attributed to the state, or if non-state persecution itself has to come to replace the state, or quasi-state persecution. It's worth mentioning that only about 1% of the asylum seekers can get this type of a protection, and this type of protection is not given to those who come to Germany from a third safe country. After you receive this type of a protection from the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees of Germany, you should refer to your respective foreigner's office and take this decision of the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees with you and apply for a residence permit based on Section 25, Subsection 1, Sentence 1, first alternative of the German Residence Act. This residence permit is usually valid for 3 years. At the same time, you can apply for the blue passport, which will also be valid for 3 years. After getting this type of a residence permit from the foreigner's office, you can work in any field you want to without any limitations imposed on you. Concerning some other rights and duties of this type of protection, I've already published some videos in this YouTube channel. For example, concerning the fact that With this type of a protection, you can get a German permanent residence permit or a German citizenship under easier conditions compared to some other types of protections and residence permits in Germany and so on. If you have received this type of a protection and you're not working, and before this you were getting money from social welfare office, which in German it's called Sozialamt, after getting this residence permit or a provisional certificate, which in German means vorläufige Bescheinigung, or a fiction certificate, which in German it's called Fiktionsbescheinigung, from your relevant foreigners office, you should refer to your relevant job center with one of these documents and apply for money in this office. And after this, you will get your monthly contributions from your relevant job center. If you haven't attended the German integration course, the foreigners office or the job center will give you the permission to attend it. And if you don't get it from one of these offices, you can apply for it at the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees of Germany and get this permission for integration course from this office. If you're living in a refugee camp, after being registered in your relevant job center, you can look for an apartment for yourself outside the camp. And before signing its contract, you should submit it to your job center, and if the rent of the apartment complies with the requirements of your relevant job center, and this office can pay for the rent of the apartment, this office will agree with you so that you can rent the apartment. Then you should also apply in your relevant job center for the money you will pay for the advanced money or caution of the apartment. Your job center will then give you this advanced money for the apartment as a loan and will take it back from your monthly job center contributions in small amounts. After the job center agrees with you about the rent of the apartment and sends you a confirmation about it, you can sign the apartment rental contract and rent it. You can also apply for basic equipment for your new apartment and for your relocation costs in your new apartment in your relevant job center. Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you have any questions concerning the details presented in this video, please do not hesitate to post them below this video and I will be more than happy to answer them for you.